What is going on, my beautiful people? It's your boy Caleb here at Midway Vibes Chinwag Podcast. We got a very special guest. We got someone who's been a very important person to me. He's been like a brother. We've been on the field together, man. It was wild, and this is actually I think when we became like more of a brotherhood, we had that brotherhood connection. This is a homie, my good friend Bryant Garcia.
So,
What they do? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on.
yeah, I'm pretty good, dude. Just tired from work today. It's been up and down.
For sure. Where you work at, dog? Where you work at?
I work over there at Rush's Pizza in San Marcos, Texas.
Yeah, for sure. You got to represent. I see that jacket, that hoodie.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
got it on Christmas Day. So went and go picked it up and everything. And so now I've been working there for 4 months now, about to be on 5 months. So, it's a pretty good job. I like it. We got to meet new people there and everything. So
Yeah,
just got to see where it takes me now.
yeah, for sure. That's what's up, dog. You be making pizzas, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had me in the bag. We were either making dough or doing the pizzas in the bag. So
Do you be like flipping it, like like you see in movies?
nah, nah, I wish though, but they won't let us. Our boss won't let us. But I be trying to though. But he'll be watching us on the camera and he been like calling our manager, telling them like not to let me do that and everything. So, but yeah, but I try not to do it. But yeah.
That's funny. What's the craziest pizza you've had to make?
The craziest pizza. If anything, it probably has to be probably pizza. Pretty much like all meat, which is like some people they'll add like different stuff. Like one time this person ordered one and he wanted like mushrooms, pineapple, and all that on it. So we were like, they're like, what the heck? Like why? But we got it done, and he liked the way it came out and everything. He gave us a tip for it. But yeah,
So,
but
what's your what do you think? Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
dude, to be honest, I really don't know. I know some people be ordering, they just want just straight up pineapple, just cheese and then just pineapple and
But I
everything.
never heard of
But
that.
yeah, but like we'd be like, do you want pepperoni around it? They're like, no, just cheese and pineapple. We're like, we'd be like, okay. But to be honest, with pineapple on pizza, it's people's choice, what they want.
Yeah.
Like I really don't care about it. I haven't tried it, but hopefully I'll try it one day and see what I think about it.
For
So
sure. I mean, personally, I do be putting that pineapple on pizza. I used to think I was like, nah, I ain't gonna put no pineapple on pizza, bro. And
yeah,
I tried it one time, and then I was like, oh, this
and
is
it was
pretty good. Oh, but I be getting Alfredo sauce for my sauce, and then I be putting bacon and
yeah,
pineapple, bro. Dude, it is next level
yeah.
for sure, dog. How is it for you working and being in high school? How does that work out for you?
I only work the weekends. I don't work the weeks because after school practice from 3:20 to 5. And like my regular days to go in, it's like from 5 to 10 or 5 from closing. So like
Sure.
I really don't work the weeks. It's just weekends, and then if we're on like on a school break, then I'll work the weeks and everything, going in at 5 and then going through like closing time and all that. But if anything, it's all right. Really don't get to work that much, but it's something that'll keep me busy. Making money.
Yeah, so you're in sports and you're working and you're in high school. So you're doing all of that, right?
Yeah,
That's very impressive, man. I give you props to that.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's stressful though. With sports, high school, and then working, but I get it done.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's up, dog. So what? So since you're in high school, you're a sophomore in high school, correct?
Yes,
Junior?
sir.
What? You're a senior? You say?
No, sophomore.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, I said
Yeah, I
nah,
was about to say.
not
Oh,
sophomore, dude. Yeah, I still got 2 more years to go, and then I'm out.
yes, sir. Oh, what are some of your plans for after high school once you get out?
I really don't know. That's something I really want to think about and see where I want to go and see what my next step is. But if anything, If anything, it's probably been me just working, making money, and then once I have enough, thinking about going to college or something.
Sure, I feel that. I feel that. So, since you've been in high school, what has been some of your favorite moments that you've had so far?
If anything, apart from like football season
Hold
with
on, bro. You're
all the
breaking up.
guys that are
Time
playing
out,
this
bro. Time
year.
out. Time out. Time out. Time out. You
Dang,
broke.
already, bro. No, but if anything, my favorite moment is probably like like during football season with all the boys, playing with them, and then especially with the seniors, their last time playing and everything. But probably like my best moment was probably when I got that big hit and we played against that Austin team for our senior night.
For
And I
sure.
know you were
That
there
was this
too.
season, right?
Yeah, it
I
was this
remember. I
season that
remember that.
happened.
I didn't see it. I didn't know it was you. I just heard it, and I was
Yeah,
like,
you heard.
"You just got
Yeah,
that hit." I was like, "Who got that hit?" It's like I couldn't see where I was standing. Like the sideline was covering it.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
"Who got that hit?" But like I heard it, bro. And then I seen it on your film you showed me, and I was like, "Woo!" It was. It
yeah,
was.
yeah.
It was. It was crazy.
Yeah, I had time talking about it. I had everybody on their feet after that hit, but then the rest, want to throw a flag and say illegal hit, but it was clean, but it was just a really good hit. Like I mean, I got to give props to that kid. He got right back up after it too.
Yeah,
So but I was just so hyped after that hit and everything. Like that whole game, I was just getting good hits on kick returns and all that.
yeah. So speaking of big hits, tell me your first time getting lit up because
Oh
man,
man.
let me tell you.
uh man. I think the first time when I got lit up was probably when I would try to go for that pass my freshman year, and then when I tried to catch and that kid came and like, hit me in midair and I fell. That was probably one of the most like I felt, but like the way it felt like I was like I got like the air knocked out of me, but like I just got right back up like nothing happened. But everybody thought I was gonna stay down because it was like a big hit. But no, I got right back up and was good to go and still went. But yeah, but I think yeah, that's like the first no yeah, like the first time I got lit up in high school.
For sure. My freshman year, bro, I got lit up like actually a lot of times. I got lit up. After that, I was like, nope, I'm not doing this no more. And then I like my sophomore year, I didn't play football. I just did straight baseball. But then junior and senior year,
Yeah,
I didn't get lit up. I got lit up like 2 times like throughout my whole time. And I was like, hell nah. Like I was doing anything I could. Like I was gonna hit the fuck out of you, so you would have hit me.
yeah,
But I got lit up. I remember it was like freshman year. It was like second game of the season, and it was a home game. And I remember. I think it was we were on offense, and it was like a fumble or interception. Something happened. I think it was an interception, and we had like switched routes, and we had turned around. I had like turned around, and as soon as I
yeah.
turned around, bro, someone just lit me up, bro, and he hit me, and I felt like
Damn.
I just went like flying in the air, and like everything like started changing colors, bro. And I was just laying. My ears were ringing, and I just laid there, bro. And you remember Zach?
Yeah, yeah,
He came up and he was like, "Hey, come on, get up."
yeah.
And I got up and I was like, just laying. I was like, "Oh my god, bro, I got hit so hard." That was crazy. That was my first time
Yeah,
getting lit up like ever. It was wild. Messing my knee up though, that hurt. That hurt like a punch for sure.
yeah.
How's how's football season looking for you next year? What are some of the things you're gonna go after?
Mm, if anything, I probably would be probably looking more on trying to get first team division for defense, because this year I actually got it. I actually got second all district for being a nose guard. So this is twice in a row since I got it because I got it freshman year as a defensive end, and then this year I got it again as a nose guard.
Yeah,
And so right now I'm just looking forward, trying to get to first team, trying to get up to that level. But already know I have to put in a lot of work to get to that level. But if I got to put all that work, and I'll do that work and try to get there.
for sure, dog. That's all that matters is you willing to put in that work whenever it gets
Yeah.
hard. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, especially with like the eighth graders now coming gonna be freshmen like next year. you know, my brother, he's gonna be a freshman next year, so hopefully, you know, get to play with him and everything, and show him what I do on the field, you know, and even at practice. And you know, because when it comes to practice and we do hitting drills, you know, I get hyped. I get really hyped to do hitting drills during practice, dude. Especially if it's like Oklahoma drills or
For
you
sure.
know something that to
Got
do
it.
with tackling. Man, I'm like hype up to go hit somebody already to go knock them out, but I got to take all that to like the other teams we play against, not just on my teammates, you know. But
Sure. You got to
yeah,
practice as hard as you play, but you also got to be able to bring that same like strength and mentality.
yeah, yeah.
Sure. I
Oh yeah,
actually,
for sure.
I remember our first day of practice, bro. My first day, because I didn't practice. My senior year was your freshman year, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so I didn't practice like the first month of like normal football season because
yeah,
I had gotten into a car accident and my hand was messed up, so I didn't practice. And then we finally
yeah,
came
yeah,
and we finally came back and they were already in full pads and I was just like in a helmet because like I had to catch up on my
yeah,
things.
yeah,
I remember they put Brian in front of me and I was like, man, I was expecting him to come at me hard, so I was like, I gotta go at him hard. And
yeah,
they were in full pads. So I was like, I definitely gotta go at him hard because I just had a helmet. And I went at him like
yeah,
I ain't even gonna cap. Like I went at him like at least 80%. And like he came at me like 20%. And I just like poof, like,
yeah,
poof, up, and like he went down, bro. I kind of felt bad
yeah, because
after, but I was
yeah,
like,
because you
okay.
know you came back from an injury, so I didn't want to go all full speed on you. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go take it easy on him because he just came back, you know. But once I went after you and you like put me on the ground, I was like, God dang, dude. I was like, I'm trying to take it easy on you. You came back from an injury, over already put me on the ground, dude. I'm like, but you were there. You helped me up, back up. You're like, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I was like, you know, it's like I was going easy on it. You immediately started laughing that
For
moment.
real. Yeah, for that. That do you remember that one game, dog? There was that one guy. I don't remember who it was. There was one guy that was lining up on us, and he would like blitz in. Bro,
Oh yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
feel like he was kicking our ass all night. But then
yeah,
we finally figured it out, bro. We started cutting. We started
yeah.
like I
Oh
don't even
yeah,
remember how we were doing it, but it was like a weird system we had going on, but it was working, bro. We
it
didn't figure it
was.
out till like the fourth quarter, but
Yeah.
it started
It
working,
was like the fourth quarter, like with 5 minutes left, bro, and we finally figured it out, you know. It
bro.
was like it was you and then me, and it was like you would go this and I'll come up right behind you and cut like right there. And it worked like because the first time we did it, I actually got that kid pretty good. Like he was not expecting me to cut him like that bad because he was coming full speed. You went in front of me and it came right behind you. That took his knees out and he just fell straight to the ground.
Yeah, I remember that. That was some crazy times. I
Yeah, it
miss
really
those times. I
was.
miss playing football for sure. I wish I
Yeah.
would have been in better shape my senior year. I was horrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you did have a bad knee too, but you're still out there hustling, hyping everybody up. And then you're on the sideline, we're on defense. But my freshman year, I pretty much learned because we didn't really have that much kids playing your senior year and my freshman year. We only had like
We play
seven,
six
eight
man.
people.
We play 6 man football from the school that we're go to. It's super small, so it's like 6 men, and like you play 6 men throughout the game, so it's a lot more running, a lot more ground to cover, and also like
Yeah,
oftentimes like there's so little kids in the school, you don't have enough kids to like even play a sport, so you're playing multiple positions like on both sides of the field, so it gets really tiring. Like
yeah.
it's real tiring, especially when you don't have like people to switch out for you and stuff.
Oh yeah, but
But
this
what our
this year,
or my senior
this
year,
year, this year we had about 19, 18 kids playing this football year or football season. So it was a lot more better for us because the people that were like getting tired, they could easily switch us out and put new players in, let us rest for like 2 minutes and then put us right back in, and then and then all those kids that play, pretty much it was like freshmen because it was only me, the only sophomore playing, and then juniors and then seniors and then nothing but freshmen. So I was pretty much the only sophomore playing this football season.
for real, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because that's when Wansta had to go to DAP.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah, so I was the only sophomore playing, and everybody thought there was more sophomores, but when they found out I was the only one, they were like impressed because me by the side, like how big I am and how fast I can run, But it is what it is, dude. I just go out there, do what I gotta do, and just put in that work on the field. That's all I gotta do.
For sure. That's the way it's supposed to be, dog. I look forward to seeing what
Yeah.
your junior year brings. I'll for sure be there. I'll be popping out at the games.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm looking forward to it too and everything. But my worst fear in football is pretty much is like getting hurt from my knee because back then, like this year, dude, like I had a lot of kids going after my knees because they couldn't stop me from going in and getting tackles and everything. Like when we played against Buckholz, that game I had about like 6 tackles, but then they finally decided to do some play where they had the receiver come and block me, and then they run the ball. But when they did that, it really didn't work because I seen the receiver coming, so I know I took on that hit. But as I went, I was pushing that kid going where the ball was going at, and then after that, I just went in, got the running back or quarterback, wherever had the ball, tackled them, and then but yeah, but that my worst fear is just getting hit in the knee and then like ending up out for being either for like the whole season or like about out for 2 years, But that's my worst fear in football is just my knees, just getting
I
hit in
tell
the
you what,
knee.
dog. I tell you what, I messed my knee up, dog, and it was horrible. It was bad. I feel like I literally knew I was gonna get hurt. That game,
Yeah,
it literally in the locker room, I was like, my knee's gonna get messed up this game. Like I just felt it. Cause like I was already
yeah,
playing on a messed up knee. Like I had literally hurt my knee, like I think the second week into practice. We're doing,
yeah,
I think we're doing hitting drills or something, and I had like dove, and like as soon as I hit the ground, like my knee just felt messed up, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And
yeah,
I just got
yeah.
up,
I've
and I
seen
was
that,
like,
but
"Yeah." I
I've
got up, and
seen
I was like,
that.
"Yeah, that hurt." And I started stretching it, and then it was just like I think I don't know what it was, and then I just kept playing through it, and then I kept playing through it, and then like a week later, it was like a football game, and it was the first football game, actually, the first football game of the season. And I had blocked the guy, and they had ran like up my corner because I had like the opening.
Yeah.
He got tackled, and he had like fell on my knee, and like my knee went like inward. And like, bro,
Hmm.
that was it. And I was like, oh man, this hurts. And then after that, like I just kept playing through it, like all throughout the whole football
Yeah.
season. And then I think it was like the third to the last game. And like I remember I was in the locker room, and I was
Yeah.
like, I feel it, like my knee's about to give
I
out.
I think it was the third game where you got hurt and then you were like done.
Yeah.
Either the third or second game that we played.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember whenever he got me, like I felt my knee, like it, like I heard it pop, and it was just like I felt it was like so hot, and I felt so much pain. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like my whole knee, from like my knee all the way down to my ankle, was just like on fire, and it was like shaking. It was crazy. I couldn't even like walk.
Yeah.
Knee injuries are not it, dog.
Nope. Like I hurt my wrist this football season. It was barely the first game too. It was like the fourth quarter. I went to go tackle the kid, but as I was doing it, the kid comes helmet first, hits my wrist, and after that, I just put my wrist like I couldn't move my wrist no more. So I thought I broke it or dislocated it because I couldn't feel it. Like I tried my best trying to move it, but it wouldn't move. So that I told the coaches didn't take me out. So I pretty much played about 3 to 4 minutes in the fourth quarter with my wrist hurting. And then one of the plays we did, it was the spread play. Um, I hiked the ball, blocked the kid. They threw either Alonzo threw the ball or Hayden, but it was one of them two. But they threw it. Eric got the ball. He went and scored. And after that, the coach took me out. And after that, they were trying to like put ice on my hand. Trying to like see if it's not broken, but I just couldn't. And after that, my parents, they took because this game was in San Antonio, so we went from San Antonio all the way to Luling to go see if my wrist was not broken or not. But as I went, I had to get an MRI done and everything. Had to have like some like sports cast on it too for about 8 weeks, 9 weeks. So I missed like I missed like 2 games, but one of the games I went to was when we played against some Round Rock team, and it was like a really close game. It was like really close, but I wish I was on that field with them when they were playing because it was like a really close game. Like the final score was like 60, like 61 to like 59, 58, somewhere around there. But I missed that game. But then homecoming game is when I was officially back to go play because that same day I went to see my MRI was good or not. And sure enough, they said that my MRI came out good. They said that they didn't see no broken bones, no fractures in my bones or nothing like that. They just thought like I don't know. I don't know. They told me like they said like I somehow sprained it, but like it really wasn't like a bad sprain. It was just like a little sprain that just happened. I just couldn't like move my wrist at all.
Yeah.
But the homecoming game is when I came back, and the coach really didn't put me in that much. He only put me in like twice, and that was it. But as soon as I came back, I got one good hit on a kick return. Everybody was hyped up. That they were like everybody was glad that I was back. But everybody thought that I was faking my injury with my wrist the whole time though. But I really told him I wasn't faking it at all. Like it was real. Like the pain and everything I had to go through. I had to sleep with it on my chest and everything. I couldn't like I couldn't like turn and nothing like that on it. So it was just like painful for me with my wrist and everything.
Yeah. So you said you was out for 8 to 9 weeks, but you only missed 2 games. How did that work out, dog? Or was you
I
supposed
mean,
to 9 weeks?
they told me I was gonna be out for like a while, but like I don't know how it was like that quick, because when I went that night after I got hurt, they were telling me that I should be out for like 8 to 9 weeks, So they said I would miss a couple of games. Well, around like the 6th week, 7th week, or the fifth, no, like third or fourth week, I went to get my MRI done. Waited like a week to get it back, and I got it back. I had to make another appointment to go see my wrist was good. So I went that same day. They took that sports cast off, and they gave me like this brace to wear, just to be on the safe side. But then after I went back again, they told me I didn't need the brace no more, and they had me like doing like movements with my wrist. If I was able to like to bend it, and they had me like squeeze like a medical ball, on like those big balls that like you have to squeeze and everything. And and after that, all those like exercise with them and everything, they told me that I was good to go. I just had to sign a paper and give it to my coach, let him know that I was good to go for Friday and everything. And they told me to wish me luck and all that. But to be honest, I think I only missed like 1 game. I don't think I missed 2 games because it was that Round Rock team, and then after that, it was our homecoming game against the San Marcos Rams.
For sure. For
That was
sure.
the game I got to play, and ever since then, I played through the whole season.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I mean, I played through injuries too, but like I don't know. I wouldn't advise them. I kind of regret playing through my injuries. Like now, like I'm
Yeah,
out of high school, I'm kind of just like it was cool, but like I don't know if it's worth it to me. To be
yeah.
honest. You just gotta like know your body, you know what I mean?
You just gotta know what you're doing, and what you're not doing.
For sure. So kind of like changing topics. I got an odd question for you. Do you aliens?
Mm, I don't believe it.
You don't believe in aliens?
No, I really don't believe it.
Really?
Like some people might say some people say it's real, some people say it's fake though, but me, I really don't believe it. Like aliens are real. But like with ghosts and all that, I do believe ghosts are real. But like when people say like aliens, like they seen like UFOs, I'm like, okay, like that's too much now. Like
Oh,
I mean, you
really?
gotta have proof, like if you think aliens are real, but like with ghosts, you see people all this proof and everything and
Yeah.
showing you videos and stuff
What
like
about
that. But
there's videos online of
yeah,
UFOs. That's proof right there.
yeah, but I mean, you never know because some people, they just want to do it so they get like
But
fame for it and
you
everything,
could do
trying to
this,
get money.
but you could do the same thing with the ghost too. with
Yeah,
like,
though, but I never told nobody this though. But I actually I actually have like an older brother. He's like 18, but he passed away like when he was little. So back then when I wasn't even born yet. And so when
okay,
I was like about like 3 or 4 years old, probably like 5, there was one night where I was up and I was like talking to him, you know, and my dad, was asking me who I was talking to, and I told him like, oh, like he's like, I'm talking to my friend, he was like, what friend? And I told him his name and everything. And my dad was like in shock because I was talking to his dead son that he had before me, but ever since then, like I couldn't stop, like thinking about it, and since till this day, I still remember that day where I was talking to him and telling my dad what he was telling me to tell him, but that was just my experience. And when I was little, talking to like a spirit, something like that. But
maybe
you
that could
know,
be like your gift, dog. You know how like people can talk to ghosts.
yeah, like people can talk to ghosts and some people can't, but
I don't know
I
if
don't know.
I don't know if I'd want that gift though, because like I ain't trying to be hearing no ghost. I ain't trying to be hearing.
Yeah,
I'd be scared. I'm scared of all that type of stuff. Like it's cool, but I'd be
yeah.
scared. Yeah, but tell me why you don't believe in aliens, dog. You said there's no proof, but there is proof. There's like videos, and let me tell you what I've seen UFOs, dog. I tell you what, I've seen UFOs 3 times, bro. 3 times. One when I was in elementary school. I was in 4th grade. I was walking with my mom, and I used to go to this school. It was called Crockett, and it was like kind of like on a it's like here. It was like here, and then there's like a hill going upwards right here, right? So when you're going, you go. We're walking down the hill like this. We're walking down, and we're walking. You can see the sky. And it was like a clear sky. It was nothing but like a blue sky, and there was like a light. It was like light blue, white type of light. I don't even know how to describe the color. And it started off as one, and I seen it, and I was like looking at it, and then I like started telling my mom. Cause then when I started hitting my mom, because I was like, look at the light, because I'd never seen a light like that in the sky. And then it
Yeah.
like pushed up into three, and it was like it like broke up into three, and then it broke up into nine, and then it disappeared. And I was like, bro, what just happened? Like I was beyond shook because like I was a little kid, so I didn't really know about like UFOs or any of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I just knew I seen lights that were moving super fast, and I'd never seen something like that before. So then, like, I
yeah,
just kind of knew about it behind the back of my head, and then, like, in middle school, I kind of got introduced to like UFOs, and then, like, as like I kept getting older, like, I just kept thinking, like, damn, this is cool. Like, there's most definitely aliens outside, like, in this world. Like, how is it possible that we're the only people on this galaxy, on this planet? Whenever we're like, we are nothing. We're literally nothing. We're so small compared to this whole world. Like we are basically
yeah.
so irrelevant. There's no way that it's only us, and there's like all these other planets. Um, but then so one day I was outside, I was chilling outside, and I was chilling outside on my back porch. I had the lights on, and I seen a light in the distance because we live out like where our back porch is. It's like open, like it's like open for miles. Like it's just like clear backyard. Like it's just like you can see the
Like
stars.
open field.
Yeah, it's just open field. You can like it's clear, and there's not really any lights. There's like one light tower, and then there's like a I don't know what it is. It's like I don't know what it is, but there's like a light. But it's in the distance, and it's like over here, and it's not very bright. And then but there was a light over here, and it was like a white, kind of like a white light. It was very white actually, and it was just hovering there. And I was like looking at it, and it never moved. And I was like, what is that? So when I like put my head down, and then I like put my head back up, and it was still there. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, it's not a UFO because like I feel like why would it still be there if it's
Yeah,
if it's seen me, like if it has like more powers than me, I feel like it can like see me. I don't know if that's how it works,
yeah.
but that's how I like picture it. So I was like, nah, it's not a UFO. So then I go inside and I turn off the lights and I come back outside and I sit exactly where I was sitting. I'm like super still and I'm just looking there and it's still there. It's just like there. It doesn't move. It's super still. So that was kind of why I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, I've never seen a plane stay still like that. So it was staying still and then it like just shot up into the air. Like I was there, like I was looking at it for a while, still outside in the dark. Like I was just there for like I'd say like 3 to 5 minutes. I was just there looking at it. It was just there hovering, and it was far. It was in the distance. Like I have horrible vision, and I had like my glasses on, and I was like squinting hard as fuck, like to see it. Like I could see it like clear when I squinted, but if I wasn't squinting, like it was just kind of like a blurry light. And I was like looking at it, and then it was just like it went up into the sky, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I was shook. I was like, oh my god. And then there was another time I was with my mom actually, and I was outside and I caught her and I was like, hey, come look at this. And she's seen it too. And it was like it was also hovering, but it was like the UFO I saw by myself was like over here in the open field. And then when we saw it was like kind of over here. And it did the same thing, but it did it a lot faster. Like the one I saw, like we had to wait for I was waiting for a while for it to happen. This one, it was just like hovering over there and then it just disappeared. It didn't like shoot up into the sky, but it did disappear.
Mm-hmm.
You just
It's
don't
crazy.
believe in them.
Man, I really don't know because there was one time where I was outside, playing basketball by myself, listening to music, and like I look up and I see this bright light. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably like a star. But every time I look up, it was still there. So I was like, I didn't know what it was. And I was like, okay, it's not an airplane, it's not, like I don't know what it was. But then like 5 minutes later, I'm like still looking at it, and then and it starts moving, and I'm like, what is that? And then and it moved fast, it was like from one spot and it went to like another spot and it was just gone. Like it like vanished like in the sky, like it just like went one spot and it was just gone. And
Yeah.
I was like looking, I was like, what the heck? I was like, I went back inside and I was like tripping out. I was like, okay, I don't know what I seen, and I was like, I was so paranoid that night. I was like, man, I don't even know what I witnessed or what. But I don't want to, I don't want to think about it anymore.
So
But
so do you think that wasn't a UFO or what you think that was? Because you said you don't believe in aliens, right?
I mean, I really don't know what it was because at first I thought it was like a helicopter with a spotlight, looking for somebody.
Yeah.
But like the way it was, but I didn't hear I didn't hear no propellers going, nothing like that. And I didn't see like the flashing lights, like you see on them. And I'm like, okay, I was like, they're probably like, like probably in the sky, like looking for somebody, but they didn't want like that person, like know that they're looking for him, But
Yeah.
it just like I don't know, it was like a weird feeling. But if anything, I don't believe in them. But like you saying you seen it, like you seen them 3 times, like you believe in them. I don't believe in them, but I mean, it really. I mean, if they're really real, scientists will get actual proof of them, and like say, get something like part of a UFO or
See that
or like an alien or something, and and say like, oh yeah, they're real. They can't just say like they send something into space and then like they see something and they're like, oh, it's an alien. Like you gotta actually have like something that you're like working on to see if it's real or not real. But
well, don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this, but I believe the government has even clarified that aliens are real, dog. Don't quote me on this. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that the government has said
Yeah,
aliens.
it's like a 50-50 chance if they did
I'm
or
not
if they didn't.
I'll look. I'll look. After this video, I'll look, and if there is, I'll send it to you, and I'll link it in the description. It matters well, just so you can see, dog. Because I'm telling you, I totally believe in aliens. I'm a part of this. I'm a part of this alien group on Facebook, right? And there was actually here in Houston, dog. Someone posted, bro, because it's on like alien Texas UFO alien sightings or something like that. And this guy in Finch
Yeah.
posted, and he was like, I keep seeing these white lights, and the white lights is kind of like the white lights I saw, bro. But he saw him at 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't see him at that time. I see him when I was outside, I was like 10. So I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. For sure, for sure. It'd be eventful.
Hmm.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah. But it's kind of crazy how this world, like it's got to change, like people say that we're gonna have flying cars in like
We already
2030 and
do.
everything
There
and
is
all
flying
that.
cars.
Huh?
There is flying cars.
There is?
Yeah. It literally it looks like a I mean, it looks like a plane, and it's basically a plane, but it has a car shape.
No.
Wheels. It has wheels like a car too. It's pretty cool. I seen it on Instagram, and it like has wings on the back. Oh, you do need a pilot license though. Like you can't just be like a normal driver.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's really expensive. It's like a high brand. But yeah, I seen it on Instagram, and it like has back. It has like plane like propeller. Are they called propellers? What are these called?
yeah.
The wing. Oh, the wings.
Yeah, the
The
wings.
wings. It's called the wings. And the wings are like in the back, and then I think it has like fans like right here by the doors, and then you just open it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the future is gonna be crazy for sure, dog. Everything's gonna switch over to like the virtual
Oh
world,
yeah.
and I feel like we're gonna get to the point where you could like have two separate lives, where you could live this normal life, like in human life, like body to
Yeah.
body, connection to connection, and then you can also live like a virtual world and like be like a whole different person.
Yeah.
I for sure feel like we're gonna get there sooner than we think. I feel like we're moving very fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a big
But we
phone,
just gotta see where it takes us, you know.
yeah, for sure. We gotta adapt.
Yeah.
We're gonna get left behind if we don't. Oh, so I got a question for you, dog. It's kind of a long question. So if you were on a deserted island, what would you prefer to have? A map, a book called 101 Things to Do on a Deserted Island so you never get bored, a camera so you could take some selfies, a companion or a buddy, an iPod full of your favorite music or podcast, a tools to build a solar water stool so you could have plenty of water to drink.
Man, if anything, I probably go with like my own tools and everything.
You
Have like supplies.
Yeah, for sure. Because you have
Because
to
all
build.
those other ones you said, you know, there's no point of it. You know, if you're on this like on an island, you know, you gotta have to find something for you to survive and for you to eat and take shelter and everything, you know. So I have to go with the having my like tools and everything with me that could build like a water source or like a food source or something, you know, and it just spend time there until somebody comes and gets me, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So you feel I can see that. Like you gotta have that certainty that you're gonna be okay, that you're gonna have something to
Yeah.
provide for yourself. For sure. I feel that now. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense. Me personally, I would take like a companion just because I feel like if you two brains are smarter than one, we gonna build like a house
Yeah.
a house out of coconut trees. But nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I feel like I'd get bored alone. Like I'd go crazy. Like you ever seen the movie Castaway?
Yeah.
Hanks, he gonna have to make a friend with the coconut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, would you say though? Would you say that like in your life decisions from your day-to-day choices that you need like a certain answer before you make your final decision?
mm, that I really don't know about, you know. Like I really don't know like about, you know.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
if anything, you know, I just want to live my life the fullest and see where my life takes me, you know, and pick
Sure.
the right choices, you know. Yeah, sometimes we're gonna make mistakes, but you know, you can fix them, but sometimes you can't. So, you know, but I'm really looking forward to like spending like time, you know, with like family and everything, you know, and all that, you know, like spending time with you, dog, you know, like, and yeah, it's been a while since we like, you know, like hang out and everything with each other and all that. But, you know, but you just gotta see where like life takes you sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. You just gotta go with the flow. You just gotta
Yeah.
adapt, grow as time comes.
Yeah. Like right now, your life, bro, it's like you're making a lot of success in your life right now and everything. So
I appreciate
maybe
that.
one day I'll be successful too, just like you or something. Just
You
like with a different
you is gonna
job or something, different hobby, you know?
you is gonna be successful, dog. It just takes some work, but you can be
Yeah.
successful for sure.
You gotta put in that work to earn what you want.
For sure. Let me tell you what, you gotta find something that you really like. You gotta find something that
Oh
makes
yeah.
you happy. You gotta find something that even on the hard days, like you're still willing to come. Because I tell you what, like if I was doing something like construction labor, I was working at Amazon or I was doing something else, and I'm not knocking if you are doing those things because I would
Yeah.
totally do them too if I needed to get some money. But I was fortunate enough to be able to get my own business like right off the back, and I worked on the personal healthcare field. So that like works out really well for me. But let me tell you what, like if I was working in construction labor, like if I was having to do this every day, like I would totally be like, bro, I hate this. I hate this. Like I
Yeah,
don't quit. Like don't get me wrong, there is days where I want to quit here doing my CBD shop, but it's just like that feeling of knowing that I can be like a source to help people make them feel better, make them feel calm,
yeah,
not stressing out because I be stressing out myself and it's not fun. I don't like that feeling. And it's just amazing to be able to meet these new people, connect with them, grow with them in ways. It's pretty cool. It's just honestly
yeah,
pretty cool. And I think you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want that you put your mind to for sure. You just have to find something that makes you happy and that you have passion for.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, bro. So is there any questions you have to ask? Any questions you have to ask for me?
Mm, if any like questions I gotta ask you, what was like the most struggle you had to do for you to get where you're at right now?
The biggest struggle for me is I guess just not letting what people say get in my way and also just not being afraid to take that initial step and do whatever I want to do that makes me happy, even though it's scary. I'll tell you because like it's easy to let what people say get in the way, and it's super easy actually just to like let what they're saying tell you. But the way you have to like receive it as is what they're saying is just their own insecurity speaking out, because it's not really like it doesn't matter what they think at the end of the day because it matters what you think. It matters if you're happy. If you're doing something you love, that you're probably happy. You know what I mean? You're feeling good, and that's what matters at the end of the day. And I think just having like that strong mindset is what really helps, to be honest, because you got to have a strong mindset for sure. You got to always work on yourself because like life's just not easy sometimes. You can't let fear take over you. You have to run like control your fears and move with it. You know what I mean? And I would say just like
Yeah,
taking that initial step, like it was scary opening up. It's scary doing this podcast. It's scary reaching out to people. It's scary meeting new people because I like before, like I don't I'm really more of like a standoff person. Like I would say I kind of feel like I am in ways, but like I'm starting to grow and like I'm not being so much of a standoff person, but for
yeah,
sure, like I'm just more like standoff. I stay to myself. I don't really talk, I just really listen. And I feel like that's been hard for me. It's scary in ways, but it's cool. It's fun. But I'd say that it has been a challenge and just taking that initial step of actually doing it. But it's totally been worth it. And yes, it's been challenging. But let me tell you what, it's not. It's not that it's hard because it's not hard. It is hard to get here, but it's not as challenging as it seems because the steps are simple. It just takes consistency and dedication. And if you're willing to do
yeah,
it whenever you don't haven't had anyone come to the shop for days or weeks, are you still willing to continue posting and grinding as if you have 1,000 customers? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's just having that consistency, I would say. The strong mindset. And I say one thing that isn't really talked about is self-love, like love for yourself and like taking that time away. Like just don't make it strictly business. Like you gotta have like connections with people that are not straight business. Like you gotta be able to have like I don't know, maybe it's just me personally, but I like having that connection with someone. I like having that connection with my family. I like doing things I like. I like working out. That like really helps myself. So I feel like
yeah,
those. It's just like separating your time and doing multiple things. Not so much multiple things, but not just focusing in on a strictly business because you'll get like kind of trapped and I just need to be strictly business. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I understand you.
For sure. And there's any other questions, Doc?
No, not really, though. Just you just live your life. Live your life the fullest. And just enjoy it. That's
For
all I
sure.
gotta say.
For sure. Is that all the advice you got to give, brother?
I mean, I don't got advice, but like the people out there right now that are struggling right now, the people that need like the money and all that, you can do it. You can build money and everything. Just you gotta make the right choices and go take the right paths, and everything, and just do what you gotta do. to
Yeah.
get food and and all that. 'Cause I know now the world, it's changing now. Like everybody now can't pay like their rents and all that because they're either like not making enough money or they're not paying not paying it off and everything. Though. But
Yeah.
like life right now is struggling, but like people now, they can do it. They just gotta believe in themselves, just love themselves, and that's pretty much it.
Sure, I feel that, man, and that's totally true. We are in a winter time, and it's not so much. Yeah,
Oh
we're in
yeah,
a winter time, but we're in a financial winter time, an emotional winter time. It's just a winter time overall in general. There's a lot of things that just aren't working. Like in winter, in seasonal winter, like things die and everything's like we're just
yeah, yeah,
dead.
yeah,
But then it like regrows again in the spring, and that's where we are in the world right now. We're just in a winter time, and it's hard. Like it is hard, like you're saying. Like inflation is crazy. Money is like tight in it. It sucks for people who are like going through that right now. And I wish there was ways that you didn't have to, but like sadly, like it's almost impossible to make that happen. But let me tell you that there is hope for the future. You just have to believe. You have to put that work in, like you said. Um,
yeah,
just because you're going through a hard time now doesn't mean you're gonna go through a hard time forever. You know what I mean? It's just a season in the little chapter.
yeah. So, like I know what I'm going through right now, and I already told I'm gonna do, and everything, and that's what I'm gonna do to live my life to the fullest, and yeah, it was hard, but it was just meant to
You
be,
mind me, you mind me saying?
Hmm?
Do you mind me saying what's going on? Because I feel like the situation is kind of like not talked about around in our generation, in our society.
Yeah.
I won't be
Well, hmm?
I won't be like with specifics. Just kind of give the breakdown.
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about, but the people are going to see it don't know what I'm talking about because what I'm going through right now, everything. If I don't want to say it, what I'm going through, it's like if it's like my personal problem,
Yeah,
and everything what I got to go through and I what the word I got to put it for, but like it's like a relationship thing, yeah, it was really hard, but it was really like it was hard, but and I just remember those words he told me when we were talking, just like yeah, you're gonna love that girl, but is she gonna love you back like the way you love her,
yeah,
But it's not meant to be, so I'm just gonna put in all the work, hit the weight room, get stronger, get bigger, and just put all that in the past, and just move up, and just get better,
yeah, for sure.
and I know you got better in your life, making like your shop and everything. And when you first opened, you were really happy that you had something on business, and everything. And right now you're living the best life right now, dog. So
Sure, that's the only way to live. I appreciate that, bro. And for sure, I do want to touch base on that what you said, like how your relationship, like for sure, like
yeah,
you just gotta like you gotta give that love out, and sometimes you gotta give that love out, and you're not getting it back, and that's just a part of the relationship. But there's a time and a point where if you put in that love out continuously, and she's making it clear that she's not wanting you in her life, then that's like the point where you kind of just gotta cut back, and you gotta be like, it's just how it is, and I can't make you see how what you're gonna be missing out on, but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
cool. It's cool. Like even though it hurts, you just gotta carry on. You gotta keep moving forward because at the end of the day, it's gonna be her loss. If you putting in that effort and she's not accepting that and she's not appreciating that, then you just gotta move on because it's for the best. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
For
But
sure.
I got one more question though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I
Ask her.
don't know. It's probably gonna be like a funny one or something though. But like, what was like out of your whole life? What was like your most embarrassing moment in your
Embarrassed.
life?
That is interesting. I don't know to be honest. I feel like I don't know if I've ever really been embarrassed. I feel like I know I have been embarrassed, but I try not to think about them once they happen. I don't know to be honest. This is a hard question. I'm a wild character. Like I don't really. I feel like I don't know. This is a good question. I don't know. I feel like I might get embarrassed at the moment, but it's nothing too like extreme to where I could think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, let me think about it. Do you have one of your questions, or like, can you answer your own question? Like, do you have a moment
yeah. Man,
embarrassed?
I to be honest, I really don't think I had an embarrassing moment, but like I'm pretty sure I did. I just can't remember what it was. But I really don't got an embarrassing moment in my life.
I just thought of one right now. This is crazy, bro. I was in sixth grade, seventh grade, bro. We was in science class, and I was sitting next to a kid, and we was cool. We was in alphabetical order, so we didn't really know each other, but we sat next to each other, and we was cool. We was like a little like duos desk, and it was like the desk where like you sit in, and it's like attached to you. And like
Yeah,
there's screws, and you can like push on the legs, and like the legs will like come out, right? So like me and him, we were
yeah,
back there, and we actually had a sub that day. And like when there's subs in class, you just be messing around, right? So
yeah, yeah,
we was doing our work. We were doing our work, and he was like messing with the screws, and I was like, "What are you doing, bro?" And he's like, "Nothing, nothing." And we was messing with it, and I was like, I seen the legs, and they was like wobbly, and I like started pushing on them, and you could like see the desk like shaking back and forth, and I like looked at him, and I was like, "Should I do it?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I like kicked the legs like open, and like the legs like totally folded, bro. The legs folded in half, bro. And then like the desk collapsed, and I like went down, and I was like, that was pretty embarrassing, bro. It was wild.
yeah.
Everyone the next period we went to lunch, bro. And I like the whole school knew by then, bro. It was crazy. It was pretty embarrassing. But it was cool. It wasn't like I feel like it wasn't too crazy. Like it was kind of crazy, but it wasn't like something that affects me to this day. You know what I mean? But it did like
Yeah,
I was pretty embarrassed. I was pretty embarrassed at this time. It was pretty crazy. I'm
yeah.
glad that happened to right now when I remember. Oh yeah, brother. So is that all the questions? Any other questions you have for me? Any more questions?
Nah, that's all. That's all the questions I gotta ask you, bro.
For sure. Is there any advice you'd like to give me or the people listening?
Mm, for you, dog, you just keep on going with what you're doing. You know, you're gonna get somewhere bigger and better. You know, it's just the beginning. You know, you're what you're doing right now. So just keep your head up, keep working out like you're doing and everything. And, you know, back when you were a senior dude, you know, you used to be a little chubby, but now
Oh,
you lost a lot
hey,
of weight,
I was
dog.
chubby, dog. I was big chubby, bro. So for those of y'all who don't know, I was 324 pounds, and that was like last estimate time I weighed myself. Because then after that, I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna weigh myself, and I still ate like a fuck ton. Like I probably gained like 20 to 30 more pounds, I'd say. And then like now I've been working on myself. Like I've been slacking right now because of the holidays. It's not like no excuse.
Yeah, yeah.
I just been slacking, but I'm getting back to it. And but for sure, you're gonna see more big things coming from me for sure.
No, yeah, for sure. You know, I'm always gonna be there, like with you when you're moving up and everything. You know, so
For sure.
I'm just gonna witness you doing it, and then like if you like if you're talking about it, and then like and nobody doesn't believe you, you always got me to be the proof. I always be there by your side. Like you said in the beginning, we're like brothers. But hey, but you just gotta live your life the fullest, dog.
For sure. I appreciate that. You as well, man. And I can't wait to see you gonna have big things coming your way
Oh
too, for sure.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
It was well, it's been amazing having you on. I appreciate you coming on.
Man, no problem, dog. If you want me to do it again, just let me know and I'll do it again with you.
Of course. We're gonna have you on here soon. Where can the people find you? Do you want to do your Instagram, your huddle
Man.
account? Where can we find you? I can go ahead and link that in the description. Go ahead and tell us though.
So you can find me on Instagram at official underscore Bryant 16
Uh-huh.
on Instagram. That's where I'm gonna be at. Sometimes I'm not on it though, but sometimes I'll be on there,
Okay.
texting people or texting you on there, sometimes looking at your stories and everything. But that's where you can find me at on there on Instagram at official underscore Bryant 16.
For sure. I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description. It was amazing having you, dog. Peace out,
It
people.
was amazing having you too, dog.